All right, here we go. Hey guys, this is Doc Overclock from Chaos County Custom Computers, and going to shoot a little disembodied voice video here just to kind of show a little tutorial on how to adjust your fan settings, or what we like to call your fan curve for your graphics card. And please forgive all the background noise. Our air conditioning is out here; it's gone out. So all the windows are open, but man, this makes for a really good environment to show that even with your AC down, if you can stand a little fan noise and run a more aggressive fan curve, you can still game. Or even your AC is working. You adjust your fan curve, take a little bit more noise, and get more performance. And that's what I'm going to try to show you guys here. So, just to let you know what I'm on right now, I'm on an MSI Duke 1070 Ti, completely stock settings. This is not my overclocking computer. This is my gamer, my daily runner. I let this guy run stock. It does just fine. It's an 8700K in it. Honestly, if I had a better board, I probably would bump that 8700K a little bit, but everything's fine right now. This system is crazy stable. I can game for hours and hours and hours. It does just fine. Anyway, so that's what we're on. We're on an MSI Duke 1070 Ti, and show you guys here that I just did a little test run at stock settings with Firestrike. So 3D Mark's Firestrike benchmark. I got a 17495 for a total score. My graphics score was 19994, which is pretty respectable. Not too bad. So what I've got here in the background going on, this is MSI Afterburner. I figured I'd start here. The plan here is to show you guys Afterburner, Precision X1, and GPU Tweak 2. I'm so sorry about that, guys. Everything's just sitting right here in front of me, and I don't have a capture card, so we're just filming with the phone. Okay, so you get Afterburner pulled up, and the first thing you're going to want to do here, you notice you can set your fan speed to auto, and so this is going to follow the preset fan curve, or you can define your own fan curve, and it's a little janky how to get here. So once you set this setting, so right now you're telling the fans to follow your curve. So you go in here to the settings, and boom, there's our fan curve. Sorry about the pop-ups. So as you can see, once we get to about 30 degrees, we start to make a move up. So this is your standard stock fan curve, which is not aggressive. They almost all these companies pull out a fan curve that's going to keep noise down, not performance up. So the first thing I'm going to do is start to adjust this a little bit and give ourselves a little bit more fan noise, which I don't mind. I've got a really good case here. The noise is not bad at all. I keep making points. There we go. So I'm going to have that start to ramp really high at about 60 or 62, because shortly after that the card's going to begin to thermal throttle. So what these cards do is they will slow down their processor speed when they start getting too close to what we call TJ max, or the thermal junction max. So when they start to do that, they throttle down your GPU clocks, and you may not notice it while you're mid-game, but things are going to start happening. Your frames aren't popping up as quick. You don't get the high frame rate you had. So that's what a more aggressive fan curve is hopefully going to help you not have that happen to you. So I'm going to get pretty aggressive here. And there we go. And of course here down at the bottom you can save your predefined curve, or your curve, and so you can have 4 or 5 different curves, like the family's all home and can't game loud setting, and then I've got the room to myself and the fans can be as loud as they want. I just want the best gaming experience. So so we're going to apply that, and boom, now we've got a fan curve. What I wanted to do was sit here and do runs of Fire Strike, but it's not going to be very fun for you guys to look at. So I'm going to do the run and then come back with the score. And all right, back from that run, and that was a moderate curve. And check that score out, 17,550. So just by changing the fan curve, I've gained several points. What is that? Five, bunch of points. So 545, 555. Okay, so and if you know anything about 3D Mark and the way this test runs, that's pretty significant for just adjusting your fan. Like, a lot of people would immediately go after increasing core clock. You know, boom, we just added more noise to the room and got this. And trust me, it wasn't that bad. So let's go a little deeper. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pull that fan curve up, and we're gonna get super aggressive. Just see what happens. And then I'm gonna switch to some of the other software and see what we get with those guys. So right here, I'm gonna go ahead and take this to 60% fan. So as you can see, this is your fan speed percentage, and this is your temp. So we're gonna just let that start out at idle at 60% fan, just immediately keeping our clock way cooler from the get-go. We'll go up here like so, and we'll bring this back to 57. Okay, so let me apply that real quick. And run number 3. See you guys in a minute. Okay guys, so I've actually done the run like 3 times, and on this, with this fan curve, we've hit our limit. So that gives me a chance to kind of talk about that. You know, you can hit a limit. We're at what we call diminishing returns, so our score is actually going down a little bit. The moderate curve was the sweet spot for this one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set the card back to default and pull up something like GPU Tweak or Precision X1 now. So okay guys, so our stock run with GPU Tweak was 17,451. So a little bit lower than our stock run with Precision, Afterburner. Yeah, and our total score is 19,9. So now we're gonna try that aggressive curve. And once again, I'll show you guys how to do that with GPU Tweak. So just pull up GPU Tweak and user define. Once again, this is almost always what it's called. Manual user define. So GPU Tweak will not let me create a fan curve. Something not right here. Well, that's dumb. And go to manual and crank it up. There we go. All right. For some reason that was weird. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing. We're just gonna get a little more aggressive. Do what we call the moderate curve. Let me pull this back a little bit here. And then we'll bring our 100% into about this 60 range here. So you may have to move your points a little bit to get them adjusted to where you want them. You may have to also be able to click and drag. That sometimes takes a thing. So I think 67 was about where we went to 100% before. So we're going to do that right now. Yeah, sure. That was cool. That was exactly what I wanted. I'm trying to, yeah, look through here. Look through the camera while I'm doing this. So there we go. Fan 1. Okay, so I'll do another run, see if we get any improvement. So there you have it again, guys. We're at a slight increase with just a moderate fan curve. Now, on this one, I don't have a total score for this one because I've stuck. For the second run, I'm just using graphics test 1 and graphics test 2 instead of allowing the physics test and the combined test to happen, because those both apply the CPU. And I thought maybe that was what was kind of heating things up on the afterburner runs. Maybe not, but either way it goes. So I'll do my first run as the full test, and then the second run we'll just test graphics. So, but as you see in GT1 and GT2, we gained 65 points there with a little better curve. So let's move on to Precision X1, which it's very, very, very much designed for Turing cards, and this is obviously not Turing. This is a 1070 Ti, so we're at Pascal, but we'll see what we can do. Give me a second to get it up. I should not have said that. That was okay. Just finished that first stock run with X1. Now we're at 17388, 19806 on the graphics. So, I mean, obviously I'm sitting here making all these runs happen right now, and just doing them consecutively. So maybe, you know, it is the fact that the AC is out here, and we're just running commando, I guess. So it might be getting hot as we go along, but the point of the video is you can still see when you change your fan curve, you get better performance. So we're going to do that one more time. I'm going to go into X1 here. Let me show you guys how to adjust the fan curve in X1. And again, I'm sorry about the super close-up view. This is what I got. So when you launch X1, you come right to this area. This first page shows you that's your representation of your GPU core. So we're going to go to fan speed, and we are going to make adjustments. Again, more aggressive curve. What I feel like helps a lot is to have that fan hitting 100% somewhere in the 60s. So we're going to apply that. Bam-a-lam. Glare. Hey, that's my shadowy hand. Look at that. Meow. That's probably annoying. Okay, so I'm going to do a run. Be back. Okay, so there you have it, guys. A little bit of performance gains. Not much there. I don't think I adjusted our starting temp very high. Yeah, it's still just like at 40% at 30 degrees. So, but anyway, you see performance gains. Something I did kind of forget to show you guys when I was showing you how to set up X1, and I just found this myself. You do have to light up this radio button for fan curve control. If that's off, you're not controlling your fan, and it's just doing it itself. So, there you go. So there you have it, guys. For anybody who's recently updated their driver for the 1660 series or any of the Super series, and you're finding that your fans are spinning way less and you're getting way less performance gains, that's because they slowed them down to get more of an acoustic gain. They went for more noise reduction. And this is how you fix that. You just crank up your fans, experiment with it too, man. I mean, you're not going to hurt anything by going, 100% from the get-go, but I think you're also going to see that it doesn't gain you a lot. A fairly moderate curve is going to get you the most performance gains, and still keep everybody around you happy because your computer's not as loud as a jet taking off. So, there you go, guys.